What's good? All my mindless journey family, man. What's going on? I am your co-host, Lanier Gasoline. We like to welcome y'all here. I'm here with my main man, Kurt. Kurt, what's up,
Yes,
man?
sir. Yes, sir. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? It's been a while in between the episodes, but we
Yeah,
back on track.
definitely, man. We just appreciate everybody for the support and everybody for tapping in. You know what I'm saying? We just jumped on because we wanted to see how everybody was feeling out there, man.
Yeah. I saw that we just started a couple of social media pages and getting a little feedback. I like what I'm seeing. I appreciate all the people tapping in and seeing what we got going on.
Yeah, definitely, man. Because we just really wanted to create a space where, you know, we talk real life, real pain, and just real healing, man. Just real
Yes,
healing.
sir. Yes,
I think,
sir.
uh, I think we all need that. Like we run across people who just need different things all day.
Absolutely.
So, today, what we was gonna talk about is just in general, which we always talk about, is veterans' mental health. Some things I had seen. Um, it's crazy because when you have a physical battle within these uniforms, the medals, the deployments, the people who overseas, people always acknowledge those. They always see those as visible battles. And
Yeah.
I think the ones that are the hardest are the invisible battles, the
Yeah.
ones that's fought in the mind, like when everything is over and we go home. So, I just realized earlier this week while Kurt was on this wonderful trip to Africa.
Yeah,
He
man.
gonna tell us a little bit about
Yeah.
that, man. He just came from a hell of a journey himself.
Yeah.
But I did some research and I found out that it says about every day about 17 veterans die by suicide, bro.
Well,
I, I huh?
I'm sorry. No,
No,
I was
no,
gonna
no. Go ahead.
I was gonna say what's crazy about it because just a couple of years ago it was 12. Well, not I want to say a couple of years ago, but back when I was about to get out, it was like 12 a day, and then you
Wow.
seeing it's increasing a lot, and I think like you said, like it's easy to look at somebody and be like, oh, he missing a leg. Or him, oh, he missing some fingers. That's what's wrong
Right,
with him.
right, right.
Somebody who, like, if you was to look at me, probably look at you, they think you good. You dressed up like you got a compliment the other day that he stay dressed up, he stay with the good clothes. They don't know what you battling on the inside. On the outside, they see you put together. They like, oh shit, he must got it going on. He got the shoes, he got the clothes, he got the jewelry. Oh, he's straight. They don't know what you got going on inside.
Yeah,
So
but on the inside of this, in this one room shack,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, boy, there's a lot going on, man. There's a lot of people running around in there, and you know
yeah,
what I'm
man.
saying.
Most definitely.
You-
Yeah,
and that's the thing. For the most part, in today's society, like we losing more veterans by suicide than they losing in the actual war.
yeah, man. Yeah,
So it just goes to show, man, like when just because we leave the war zone, bro, I don't think the war zone ever leaves you.
nah, I don't think so.
It's, it's just like memories, man. Like I had talked to one of my dude who I was on the boat with, and it's like when you talk to a guy who I was stationed with, and we was close too, man. Close. He might be pulling up any minute, matter of fact. But yeah,
Okay.
anyway, he was just telling me like how he have like nightmares and he can't sleep and just stuff like that, man. And it's almost like it's heartbreaking, dog. It's heartbreaking like to have people like you deal with and people who you can't help them, dog. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
that's hurtful. Like whenever because I'm just that type of person, man. Like people who be suffering from like PTSD and depression and addiction,
yeah,
like all of those are enemies, man. You got to get up and
yeah.
fight them people daily. You know what I'm saying? You got to fight them thoughts daily, bro. And it's just kind of crazy, man.
I
But
think when you when you in them kind of situations like battlefields or traumatic situations, once you physically leave that place, you don't see it anymore. But the mental side of it, like it ain't like you can just stop it like that. Like, all right, cool. I'm out of there on Friday, so Saturday I'm shut off. I don't think about it no more. Like that never happens. So like you get stuck with that, and then so when you in them kind of situation like me, like when I left the battlefield, it ain't like you can leave the battlefield. Like I said, like on a Friday, Saturday you in some psychologist's office, you know, dealing with it. Military life don't work like that. You
Right,
know,
for sure, for
you
sure.
on to the next, you on to the next thing.
And it's crazy because I was talking to someone, dog, and they was kind of like, like they had, like they was in pain a
Yeah.
lot when like they was in the service and talking to one of my shipmates, man, I realized that it was a time where if you was going to medical too much in our division, and they was starting to write you up. And I was like, damn, that's
What?
crazy because now they kind of like on some type time where a medical
What?
record will help you. And I was like, damn, dog, that's really wild when I think about it. Cause you might wake up with a headache, you
Yeah.
might be sick, and your chief might be like, all right now, all these people
So
going to medical, man. We gonna start
wait,
writing you up.
wait a minute. So you said like if you had to go, if you like going to the doctor to get seen, like we call it a sick call. I don't know what it is in the Navy, but
Sick
like
call, yeah, 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 right, right.
so you go into sick call, they count that against you?
Now that I'm thinking about it, and just now that being a little older and being more familiar with the system,
Yeah,
I think it was just a threat. But like,
I got
let's
you.
say people who out now, right? And they
Yeah,
like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I'm battling migraines.
right.
So if you went to the sick call 45 times for migraines, that helps your claim. But now you
Yeah,
get back to the division, your petty officer or your chief telling you watch all the sick calls.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So now thinking back, they was just bluffing, and you should be going to medical if you don't feel good or if something going on. But they was really trying to stir people away from that. And
you
those
know
be the
what's
same
crazy?
ones trying to get claims. Oh, I don't have it in my medical record. Yeah,
You know what's crazy about
good.
that now? Looking at like trying to help people with their claims and all that.
Right.
Now it's like, oh, go get seen, go to the doctor, go to this and that. But
Exactly.
when you was in, they discouraged that. Like, oh, you look weak if you always go in the
They
sick call.
did. And even the
You
people
know,
who doing the CMP exams, the VSO
yeah,
officers, they act like they don't know that. And I
right,
think that's why, a lot of people are, a lot of claims are going through, which is a good thing because
yeah,
people was damaged in there, man, and they wouldn't even let you go to like a therapist. I feel like after certain like man overboards, after certain drills, everybody should be checked on mentally.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Should be
absolutely,
everybody should just have a day where they seeing the whole department just going to therapy, even if it's for a week, bro. Go see the therapist. Everybody
yeah,
for an hour.
right. S- So when you let me ask you something. When you was
What's up?
going, because I know you was in like during 9/11 and all that,
Right.
was they like really pushing like, oh, y'all make sure y'all go get seen, like like psychologists and all that? Was they pushing that?
Hell nah, man. It's like one time I remember I had to work. I don't know if this normal, but in the Navy,
Yeah.
like it had got to the point where they was speeding up the deployments.
Ah,
I
man.
don't
Well,
want to
yeah.
misspeak. I mean, it was like 20 something years ago.
Yeah.
But I went from A school to the boat. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like my boat was they flew me on a helicopter to the boat.
Mm,
And then we started hitting deployments, and then during some deployments, we couldn't even pull in some ports. So we had to see 75 days, 80 days. And you know how that is. I'm working 12-hour shifts.
yeah.
So I'm working 12-hour shifts, but the whole 80, 75 days, you know what I'm saying? An
Hmm.
extensive amount of time, bro. 6-month deployments. Matter of fact, my first daughter was born. I was out to sea.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So so that's how I know, man. Like that's why this is like so important to me, you know. And
Yeah.
if for those of you watching and you don't know, you know, if y'all like build websites, if you guys do any type of like coding work, any type of application work, man, y'all tap in with us. You know what I'm saying? Because we actually trying to build an app. Well, Kurt is because I don't know none about that shit.
I was
Kurt
about to
like
say,
a
now I'm glad you brought that up because I do want to speak. I'll let you finish, but I do want to kind of speak on that.
nah,
Um,
nah, 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 nah. Go ahead, bro. I was about to throw you the
so,
alley oop anyway, so
oh,
we
so
could
no,
get to it.
yeah, so yeah, like that's where we at, honestly. Like the coding for anybody that's into developing things like that. So I have the coding, for the different things that this apps need. It's just now going into developing. That's time consuming. I
Right,
work, I go to school, and then beyond that, I'm in the gym. I just got life going on. Like for me to
right.
really buckle down and develop, like it's gonna take time that I honestly don't have. So trying to look trying to look out in the community, and try to get some help, man, that'll really help us, because it's just been, like I said, it's time consuming. Even just writing the codes took 8, 9 months, and then now trying to develop it, like it's frustrating. Like you get kind of like you see the finish line in sight, but you just need a little assistance getting over the line. So, like you said, if you
Definitely. So yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, I know it's hard work, and trust
yeah,
me, y'all. I know y'all saying, "Well, why Lanier can't help me? He's right there." I don't know how.
he work that and
Trust
you
me,
work just like I do.
I'm trying to get in
So,
where I fit in because I'm trying to
that
help him.
I mean, and that's true too, but you work like I do. It ain't like, you got less time than I do. So yeah, I
And
mean,
so, if
we're
y'all
both
know
in the same
anything,
boat.
y'all feel free to inbox
Absolutely,
us.
man.
You know what I'm
Taking
saying? It's
any
Mileage Journey on
taking
TikTok.
any suggestions for sure.
All right,
Yeah,
Mileage
TikTok.
Journey on TikTok, YouTube, Mileage
Yep,
Journey on YouTube,
yep.
Facebook too. I gotta
I'm gonna have
finish
to get
like
into the Facebook.
getting. I gotta finish the Facebook one, but yeah, we into
Let
all
me.
of that. So go ahead, Kurt.
No, I mean I didn't want to take a left, but like when you brought up the
Nah,
social
go ahead.
media, like how do you think social media plays into like mental health? Like, and this is what I'm trying to get at. So I got a friend who live in Chicago. Uh,
Hmm.
he we kind of went through around the same similar time. Had two totally different jobs though.
Okay,
Um, his thing is, he see like all these things online about like uh he's he worked air crew, like he worked on aircraft, and so anytime his plane, he get assigned a plane, so anywhere his plane went, he went. So
okay,
he get online, he sees some shit like that's triggering for him. Let him tell me, is explain it to me. He'll see some stuff that's triggering to him, like whether it be like, I don't know, planes blowing up or just some shit that you see, like just military. You see random military TikToks or YouTube videos or whatever it is. So I'll be telling him like, oh,
go ahead. I'm still here,
no,
Kurt.
no,
These
I got
kids
you.
making
So
their
he
damn
he was
daughter.
just he'll say, and maybe it's just me because you know me. I'm not really on social media like that. But he
Oh,
was talking to. So I say something like, "Oh well, why don't you just get off? Like just get off of it." But his thing is like it ain't that easy. Like social media is intertwined with life now. So I was just like, like I said, like I know you more tapped in with that than I am, but like I was trying to get your thoughts on that because when he was explaining it to me, I was like, wait, hold up, man. I was thinking like maybe it is as simple as just getting off the phone, but like you do so much business or otherwise on your phone, it ain't that easy to just be like, all right, I'm gonna put my phone down and go on about my life, you know?
right,
So
right. I mean, to me, damn. because it's a gift and a curse because you trying to. Oh, you just pull it down, Dad. Because you can actually do so much,
Yeah.
but how many people do like breathing exercises on their phone?
Hmm.
How many people doing like yoga? Just
Yep.
get up in the morning, sit in your yard, get some good stretching. I mean, it's kind of cold in Georgia now. Well, it was cold everywhere for a second. But
Hmm.
I mean, as far as like just getting some good stretching, like really doing my exercises, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the thing too. You
Yeah.
know, like what are we actually using it for? So I'm glad and I appreciate the social media, but also it's traps in there, man. It's traps
Hmm.
in there, it's holes, um, it's things that can deter you.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of torn between that too, because I really do feel like we need to put down our phone more. But we
Hmm.
put down our phone more, then me and you probably won't be able to be doing this or
True.
find people who may
True.
need this.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a catch 22, man. So I'm kind of torn, and that's a good thing that you brought up because maybe we should like take breaks, but we do need to build a community of like-minded people. So maybe we
Yeah.
could start having luncheons, having
Hmm.
seminars where these people get together and share ideas and share thoughts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That would be probably like the proper thing to do where we could put our phone down and you could say, man, I'm going through it. You know what I'm saying? I've
Yeah.
been, I've been hurting. You know what I'm saying? I can't sleep. I always think about hugging my wife more, but when I get home, I just can't get my arms around her. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right. Yeah. 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 For
So
sure.
that's really like things like we need to tap into because mental health look like me. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Mental health look like you. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we just need to see
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
and we probably do need to like coin that phrase, the
What's that?
different shades of mental health. That's why we need a
Yeah, man.
secretary. We need a
Yeah.
secretary because when we come up with stuff like that, she need to be like on the computer, like really just getting
Yeah.
on that, man. Yeah, man.
We probably need to look into that actually. Let's look
The
into that.
different shades of mental health. And
Yeah.
speaking of the app too, um, as you know, in the information I sent you, North Carolina just launched like a free mental health app for veterans.
Yes, I saw that. Yep.
So anybody who's in like the North Carolina area, they got an app called Connections. You know what I'm saying? It gives you 24/7 peer support. I guess it checks in with you, like that's part of the app.
Yep.
Um, Coping tools for anyone who's struggling.
Hmm.
Especially like if you're in a rural area. And that's kind of like what we want to do. Like for
Yeah.
people who can't walk into clinics, like we trying to create an app like that that's within the community. So I kind of like that. Even though theirs is not national, I don't think though. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
I guess it,
when I was looking into it, it seems to have like a regional feel to it, like
mm,
people that's local, to North Carolina,
right, right, right.
which I ain't got no complaints. They still serving people,
Yeah,
but like
yeah,
you
for
said,
sure.
yeah, it is. It's not like a national app,
I
you
mean,
know.
something's better than nothing for real though.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
So if
Um,
y'all in the North Carolina area, man, y'all tap in with that, man. And what else did I see? I sent you two in San Antonio, Texas. It was an
hmm.
art auction. This is just veteran news, man. We just filling y'all in on things that are possible, things that's
Yeah.
going on. In
Hmm.
San Antonio, they had like a veteran auction with veterans who had created paintings, sculptures,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
this auction, I guess it's like a gallery, like where they have art there and people buy it or whatever. It helped
Yeah.
raise money for mental health and addiction recovery programs, you
Yeah.
know. And that was big in their community. And I never been to San Antonio, so I don't know if it's like like what's
That's
the veteran population and stuff there, but I'm pretty sure it's
I
really help for the community.
I could tell you my basic training all every I know it's different for like every other branch. Like but got multiple training like basic training stations. You can
Right,
go
right.
somewhere anywhere. The Air Force only got one, and
Oh, for real?
it's in San Antonio.
Oh,
Everybody
okay.
that has gone through the Air Force goes to San Antonio. So they
Okay.
it's a big military town. Whether it be active military or you leave out the military and you go stay there. Yeah, it's a big military. I mean, it's big too. San Antonio's beautiful, man. Like but it has a big military population.
Okay.
So that
Okay.
makes sense to me. Like when you sent that and I was looking at it, that makes sense for that area because they got a big military population out there.
All right. All right.
Uh,
For sure. For sure.
mhm. Yeah, man.
For sure.
Uh,
I've been thinking about this, man, all week while you was gone. You
yeah.
know, I was thinking about how easy it is, like when you going through something and like let's say your friend call you. Like I called my friend the other day, he told me he was leaving his wife, but that's
Oh shit. Okay. Oh shit. All right.
that's a whole nother topic.
Hey, right.
But
Okay. All right. All right. You
but
got me. All right.
it's like I've seen a lot of strong dudes, bro, who,
Yeah.
on top of the boot camp class, dudes who can run a mile and a half faster than anybody,
Yeah.
and dude who faces a lot of crazy things. But when you call them and be like, "Hey, bro, what's good, man? You all right, man?" Because I'm the type of person that do that. Like I call and be like, "What's up, man? I'm just checking on you, man. Like sending some good energy your way."
Yeah.
And I have had some of the toughest dudes be like, "Man, nobody asked me that this week, man. I'm kind of
Uh-huh.
going through it." I'm just one of those guys, man, who who are listening ear. And it's crazy how we have all these brave, individuals who can't really describe what's going on inside. So I said all that to say what I wanted to ask you and kind of what I wanted to share with the people, right?
Yeah.
Is that based on that, how I just kind of want you to like say how our app is gonna
Yeah.
help people like when no one's around. You feel what I'm saying?
So
Because I was kind of reading like what we got going on, and I was
yeah.
gonna explain it, but I wanted to pose it to you like as a question, like how our app is gonna, support our fellow brothers and sisters, like when there's no one around. You know what I'm saying?
So I think I'm glad you brought that up because like for me, when I was going through this process of like I'll speak I hate this word specifically to the mood board coding of the app. Like, when it's asking you how you feeling.
Right,
When
right,
you ask, I want to say men, but really it applies to everybody, but I'm just speaking for men just for this topic. Like when you ask a man how he doing, 9 times out of 10, that man gonna tell you he fine. No matter what's going on. He's like,
right.
I'm
Absolutely,
fine. I'm
absolutely.
good. So keeping that in mind when I'm coding, I'm thinking like, all right, so if I come up to you and be like, oh, maybe not you, because I usually we talk, we have like real conversations, but if I walk up to a
Yeah,
dude
yeah,
that I
all the
don't know,
time, bro.
if I ask a dude that I don't know, or I just met my hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. You know, he lying. Oh, I'm not gonna say he lying, but 9 times out of 10, he ain't really gonna tell me how he is. He
Right,
don't know me. So when I'm doing the app, I'm trying to tone the language to make it more personal to you. So the first time that you log into the app, like, hey, it's not a simple how are you. It's a like, I how you feeling today. Depending on the time of day that you logged in, like how your morning going, how your evening going. Uh you know, or like once you get into the app, once you done built kind of like a baseline into it, hey, Lanier, I saw you didn't log in yesterday, or you ain't been for like 2 3 days. What's going on? You locked in on something important, it's not gonna automatically be like, all right, you down in the gutter because you ain't been responding. It can be like, hey, you must got stuff going on. Like for me, I've been kind of out of space for a week. It ain't just like, oh, he must be, some backsliding. hey, what's going on? Why you, this and that. The app is learning with you. It's learning your behavior. It's learning your patterns. It's not just asking you, hey, how are you? It's trying to be adaptive, be more in tune with the language of today. I ain't gonna lie, like for me, I hate being asked, unless like I said, like somebody like I got a rapport with, like if you ask me how I'm doing, I'm gonna tell you how I'm doing. But somebody I don't know, if they just play, hey, how are you? I'm good. Because I don't know you. We need to kind of uh establish some kind of baseline, so the app is, it's I'll say the app is gonna learn your behaviors. It's adaptive to the person. It's not just like a cookie cutter. When you log in, how are you, placeholder name, and that's it. It's learning, and that's why it kind of took a long time. Just that part of the app itself, it took long because it's adaptive. Like I said, like I didn't want to make it just to where it's like, I how are you, name, today.
Right.
Everybody do that. I could just
Yeah, for
I,
sure.
I'll just be one of many. Or we'll just be one of many. I want to make it to where we're all getting something different. Me and your messaging shouldn't be the same. We're two different people. So
Right.
that's how I wanted to do that. Yeah.
Damn, man. I definitely I'm proud of this, man, and I'm also excited about it
Mm,
just because it could like when we do things like this that's global as far as
yeah.
as far as like apps and like different things,
Yeah.
it let other people know also. Like if you got a family member
Hmm.
that's a vet, or if you
Yeah.
just got a regular person that's a vet, it kind of just give you an insight on how they feeling and thinking. And I think that's
Hmm.
that's another thing, you know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
My bad. My son was in the damn refrigerator. You see it? It's a bunch of 'em. Oh, he got one.
No, say
Oh, y'all found it? Oh, yeah. So I think that that's needed because a lot of people, damn, for some reason, people kind of be thinking like, "Oh, is anxiety a real thing?" Like I done had like panic
yeah,
attacks. You
yeah,
feel? Like
yeah, yeah,
you feel what I'm
yeah,
saying? And it's and
yeah,
it's and it's kind of like different only because you've been through something traumatic. Like I hear even G Herbo talk about PTSD just because he lost a lot of friends
yeah,
without the war. He feel
yeah,
like
right,
he feel like he don't went to war for America.
right,
Just
right,
growing up
right.
in Chicago, so I feel like this app could have, we. I just had wanted to shine a light on this, bro, because our app, the Mileage Journey app, is not going to be just for veterans. It's going to be for like families
No,
of veterans. It's going to be for like kids. If your dad is a veteran and he's suffering from like PTSD, you could log on with your dad. And this could be
yeah,
something like y'all could connect with. You know what I'm saying? Like, dad, you hit the app today?
absolutely.
I was on there earlier and they was talking about like different exercises. And you know what I'm saying? You could like give that shit to your dad. You feel me?
Yeah.
And possibly help him connect with him and see like what the hell he going through. You know what I'm saying? My bad. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you
No,
go.
no,
But
no.
I just
You
know like
good.
people be kind of downplaying it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I
And
do
it's a
want to
real
say
serious thing, bro.
in regards to the app, like, it does, when you're creating a mental health app, there are some legal requirements to that. So we do have all those things like community resources,
Hmm.
crisis hotline, we do have the things that's required, but we go beyond that. Like I said, like having the adaptive mood board catered to you, trying to build in a community, so and not just like uh just a bunch of people names in the app and you can see who's all there. Like I mean like actual community chats. You know, it don't even have to just be everybody. You could pick just as similar to like a group chat, at your work or your family. Like y'all can kind of build together like, oh, I know this person, or
Right.
you could search just like you would on TikTok or any other app. You search somebody's name, as long as they've joined the app, you can find them, and then y'all can all band together, or hell, somebody you don't even know. Some people like that, like some
Great.
people just reach out to some random person and try to build a rapport with them. And you can
Yeah,
do
I
that.
ain't
That's
gonna lie,
that's
man.
your app. That's your prerogative.
Hmm.
But this app have all that. It's not. I'm not trying to make it to where only people in Atlanta can talk. Like you want to reach out to somebody in California or wherever. That can be your thing.
Nah, nah, nah. Definitely, definitely. And bro, my hat is definitely off to you because, like you said, even the resources. You
Yeah.
know, like we know people that don't have the resources in one place. You know,
Man,
we work
we
with
talked
older
about
people
that.
who can't find
You
resources for certain things.
absolutely,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Even our beginnings, like we talked about, like kind of how we kind of got into this. Like we didn't even know these resources until we just happened to, you know, get them randomly one day.
Yep.
So
And
now,
be in a situation where they're like, "Oh, you a vet, you going here."
right, right, right,
So you
right,
mean
right,
before
right,
this I
right.
couldn't go there? Nah, nah, nah. It's just where we send you. So I'm like,
Yeah,
man, that's
yeah,
crazy. You know what I'm saying? The
yeah,
state
man,
had to
for
tell
sure.
me to go to the VA. That's wild.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
like
definitely, man. The resources because I feel like that's important because like I don't think a lot of people know basic things. Like I think I sent this to you when we was working on the episode. But the Veterans Crisis Line, I don't think people
yeah,
like know like what that is, and that's public. So we want to make sure we have stuff like that in the app.
yep,
Different vet centers for people who live in rural
definitely,
areas. That's free.
yep,
Those are popping up. Um, and then also just for a little knowledge in this episode for all my brothers and sisters, if you're not familiar with how community care works,
uh,
make sure that you send your psychologist or psychiatrist as many times as you want. And if not, request community care. The VA is now has been authorizing like year long community care plans and like for mental health where you could go see people on the outside if you feel like you're not getting enough attention or if you're too far or whatever the case is that's spreading out your appointments. Make sure you're requesting community care. Make sure you're tapping into apps like Connections, the
hmm,
PTSD coach, and Together All. And it just helps you tap in with other vets. And soon we will have ours that will
so
also be connected with me and Kurt. See these
yep, yep,
apps, and this not a shot now. The apps
hmm,
is gonna be the apps, and we want y'all to have them all. But
yeah,
Mileage Journey app is gonna give you access to me and Kurt. That's just
yep.
different. And just a bunch of other vets who we gonna have like helping us, people who we gonna have speaking. Man, it's gonna be awesome. I felt like I probably talked too much, so I'm gonna let Kurt
So
get
now
finished.
I do want to say that, like, it, and the things that, like I said, being able to reach out to us, like, we come with all different kinds of things. Like, obviously
Mhm.
we're battling like, PTSD and anxiety and these things we have, but also we got other information like claims, just navigating the VA, all these things important. But I do want to say, like, if you have any issues and you don't, like he said, for me, I didn't know when I was going through my little, I know we'll talk about it at some point, once we get further down the line. But
Man,
when
we
I
can
was
talk
going through
about
my
it whenever you
when I
want, man.
when I was going through my situation that led me to go to the VA for the very first time,
Right.
I Googled the suicide hotline, and then I called the actual suicide hotline first.
Mhm.
And when you call them, they ask, "Are you a veteran?" And I said yes, and then they transferred me to the veteran hotline. So for anybody who needed help now in this moment, and y'all don't feel comfortable talking to me or you, the number is 988, and it's the first option. One, you'll get to where you need to go, and they'll definitely, they won't get up. I'm telling you, I'm speaking from experience. They will not get off the phone with you until there's some situations happen, and then they'll follow up.
Oh wow,
With you.
thank you, man. Thank you.
Uh,
Somebody needed to hear that
so
for sure.
yeah, but I mean,
Somebody
I'm not
somewhere
telling you what
needed to
somebody
hear
told me. I'm telling you what I know.
that. Right, right.
They'll for sure follow, like, and then even when I was, so like I just said, when I didn't know shit about anything BA. I just happened to fly off the handle, do something illegal, and I end up calling the suicide hotline. They transferred me to the VA.
Hmm.
They lied to me, told me that the ambulance was gonna pick me up. It was police. Police
Oh
had a
no, the okey doke.
yeah, hey man, yeah man. They told me. Matter of fact, they was like, hey, just tell me when you hear the sirens.
I ain't know
You
that. You
know,
told me this before, bro. You told
nah.
you told me this
I,
before.
all right.
You
So
told
let
me
me.
part of
All
the
right.
story, but you
Yeah, I
ain't say
told you
they
part of the
tricked you
story.
like that, man.
I told you part of the story. So
Oh man, they done tricked my boy, man. Oh yeah, we gonna send
so
somebody. Yeah, they gonna send
so
somebody
yeah.
out. Right.
So I was on the phone with this woman for like an hour and a half. Actually, this woman did her job.
Damn,
So maybe
good.
maybe like 50 minutes into it, she was like, I don't want to get into it right now because we focus on something else. But just to give a little
Nah,
background,
speak. We can
I
edit it out. We gonna have our clips in there anyway. And
all
then
right,
the
cool.
people
So
who log on to YouTube, y'all can watch it in full. Y'all can watch it on your way
bet
to work. You
that'll
can
work.
watch it
That'll work.
at your workplace. But like for social media, we're gonna chop it up and we're gonna
That'll work.
title it and we're gonna make sure we give people what they want. Go, man.
So if y'all
Go,
want to hear
man.
this full story, y'all gonna have to watch the YouTube.
YouTube,
But
definitely if you want to hear the full
so
story.
this is what happened. So I had just moved from South Carolina. I was probably like 3-4 months away from like divorcing my wife. I didn't have
Let me
nowhere to
get some more
go.
juice, Kurt. I need some
She
VA flash for this.
I'll wait.
Go ahead, I can hear you.
Okay, so like I said, divorced my wife, we not together. We couldn't afford to stay where we was. So she ended up moving back with her family. And then I left from visiting South Carolina. I moved to my sister's house, living with my sister. So I get a when I move, I get a little job as being I was a general manager at Burger King, working at Burger King for like a month. And then, I'm just having these anger, man, having these anger problems, you know, uh, getting into it, people at work. So one day I'm getting into, so the person who was training me, she didn't come to work. So they got me working with this other dude. This old dude, got a little attitude. So I keep getting on my phone. I'm distracted. I ain't gonna lie, I was in the wrong. I was getting on my phone. So the man goes like, "Hey, you trying to work or what?" So then he just yelling at me. So I put his hand in the fire.
Oh, I'm about to work
So
your ass. You tripping.
yeah.
Oh,
So yeah.
I
So
want to
yeah,
work. You tripping.
so I put the man hand in the fire. They call the cops. I leave. So I'm at my sister's house, and then she tell me like, man, she said she was gonna give me a week to leave or find a place or I gotta get out. So then I got these anger problems, I got these mental issues. My parents didn't want me to come stay over there. So I don't
Mm,
know what I'm about to do.
right.
So then one day I'm roaming the streets. Matter of fact, yeah, it was that day, like it was the day my sister went to work. I'm locked out. I tried to call my mom. She had blocked me. So then I called my dad. My dad's like, you fucking up. You doing this and that. My mom and they all had a conversation about me. So like I'm yelling at him. So I hang up on him. I'm mad as hell. So I see three people walking. I'm walking. I'm on a bridge. Like really like well, yeah, it's like a pedestrian bridge. I'm on the bridge. I just hung up with my dad. I'm mad as fuck. I'm crying. So I see a couple and a dude. Like I see the couple first and the dude behind. No, no, no. The dude's first and then the couple's behind. So when the single dude gets within reach of me, he on the phone. I slap his phone out of his hand. and
Oh
then
wow, you going
I throw, yeah, I don't know, I just snapped. So I throw him
you going crazy
against
right
the,
now.
yeah, man, I throw him against the wire fence, and then the couple, they don't see it at first, but by the time they see what's going on, it's too late. The girl's already within reach of me. So she pulling out her phone. I don't know. I'm thinking she gonna call the cops. I break her shit. I break her phone. And then the dude trying to fight me. So I kicked the dude. I kicked the dude in the knee. Like, I just kind of like a jab right in the knee.
Ooh,
So when the dude buckled, I hit him in the throat. So the dude fall, and then the girl's so scared because she don't know what the fuck going on. She just stuck. Like, you just see somebody stuck. Like, what do they call that? Deer in the headlights. So the girl don't know what to do. So then I got the three of them in front of me. I don't got shit. I don't got no gun. I don't got nothing. I'm just deranged at this point though.
oh,
Like
and the
I'm just
eggs
mad
too.
as fuck. I'm just mad as fuck. So I'm
Mhm.
yelling, I'm telling them, anybody move, I'm throwing them off the bridge.
Oh
I'm
wow,
wilding out. Like I'm wilding out. Like cars is going by, looking at me, and then keep in mind I'm crying throughout this whole thing.
wow.
So imagine you just see somebody just yelling at you, threatening to kill you, and they crying. So you probably think that he really about to do this shit. So then I don't know. Let's just say for like 5 minutes, 5, 10 minutes pass. Some in me is like, you hey man, you done lost it. So I'm talking to myself though. I'm like, hey man, you don't got shit to live for. Like you should just fucking throw yourself out this bridge. So
No,
then I'm like in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna jump off this bridge, but they going with me. So I'm like, but keep in mind this conversation is happening out loud so they can hear me. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna jump, but they gonna go first. I'm gonna go in after them. So then I'm talking to myself. The first dude, blessing, man. If I ever see them, blessings. If y'all see this, blessings. I'm truly sorry for what happened. But the dude, it was a kind of a chubby dude. So he crying, and I realized, like, like, man, come on, man. Like, in my head, I'm like, he don't he well, really all three of them, they minding their business, but I can't let them go at this point. I done fucked up already. That's where my head
nah,
at. I
nah. I
done
feel
fucked up
you.
already.
It be
So I
like that
gotta see
too.
this
Nah,
shit.
for
I
sure.
gotta see this shit through. I done crossed that point. I gotta see it through. So maybe like 30 minutes passed. That's when I start getting on the phone and I start Googling, like, hey man, there's some gotta give, man. Like I'm Googling. I Google suicide hotline. But before I called them, I try to call my sister first. Then I found out my sister blocked me. So I'm like, damn.
Oh,
So yeah, I'm like, damn. So the only person that's talking to me is my dad. But even then, like I said, the conversation with my dad is like, hey, you ain't shit. So I call a suicide hotline. Like I said, I call a suicide hotline. They asked me the prerequisite question, and you say blah blah blah. But they asked me, "Are you a veteran?" I say yes. So they transfer me to this lady. Lady asks me, she starts, saying, "Are you in a safe place?" I say no. She said, "Can you get to a safe place?" I said, "Not necessarily. I'm on a bridge." So then we
mm.
talking, and I finally tell the lady what I got going on. I tell her is I got three people and me, and we on a bridge. She asked me, "Are the people safe?" I said,
At
"They are for
least,
now."
at least two of them ain't gonna make it.
I told her straight up. I was like, "They safe for now." And then when I told her what I was thinking, I was like, I'm good. They not, But at that point, I'm thinking, oh, I'm cool with killing myself. They not though. Obviously, it's not their choice. But they ain't got a fucking choice, because where they
At
gonna
this
go.
point, right, right.
So
Nah, I feel
so she talking to me. She trying to tell me, oh, you got so much to live for, this and that, blah blah blah. I ain't trying to hear that shit, you know. But after a while, she was just like, you young. When I told her, I was 30. Well, this is just 2 years ago. So uh 32, she'll, you so young, you got, this and that to live for, and then what really got me though was she was talking about these people, she was just like, they they was living their life, you know, and they didn't know they was gonna meet you today. And she was like, this is an opportunity to show them, life happens, but it doesn't mean life is over, you know. And I was like, man, that shit had got me. So I started crying harder. Like at this point, I'm like boohoo crying. So I get
wow.
she breaks through to me so much that I let the girl go. I keep the two dudes, but I let the girl go. And what really fucked me up was the girl didn't leave. She was like, she was sticking with the dude, like her boyfriend. She wasn't leaving without the dude. So I was like, damn, I
Well,
don't threaten to throw this. I don't threaten to throw this girl over the bridge, and she told me she ain't leaving without the dude. So I was like, damn, she cold as hell. Like, so I was like, that fucked me up. So I told the woman, the one I'm on the phone with, I tell her like, look, at this point, I want to let them go. I want to kill myself, but I want to let them go. But I was telling her I can't at this point. I done broke dude phone. The dude that I kicked in the leg, he didn't get up, so I don't really know how hard I kicked him, and then I'm thinking about jail at this point.
mm,
So she was just like, like I said, she lied to me. She was like, no, we're gonna take care of this. She was like, you didn't I didn't harm nobody. But at this point, she didn't know I kicked the dude. I just told her I was gonna kill them all. But I ain't tell her, what I did to the dude. So
right.
that's when she's like, we're gonna get she was like, we're gonna get an ambulance to make sure, everybody okay. So she's like, she telling me to get off the bridge. She told me I'm so where I'm at is on Reading. I don't know if he ain't familiar with this side of town, but on Reading Road,
Uh-huh.
and you go down Reading, it's like where this happened. It's a bridge you can walk across, and once you get right off the bridge, there's a gas station right there, and across from apartments. And it's so ironic. My sister lived at them apartments. It's right off the bridge.
Oh,
So
okay, okay.
she's like, get off the bridge, walk across the street, so I'm not near the bridge at all, and wait into the front of them apartments, and then that's where the ambulance gonna come. So I get all three of them. Well, really, I really just the two dudes, because the girl, like I said, she wasn't leaving. So I tell the we all get across the street, and then she's like, "All right, I'm gonna have a ambulance come." She's like, "Let me know when you hear the sirens." So I'm so fucked up in the
But she
head, like
stayed on the
still
phone with you
crying
the
and shit.
whole time, right?
Stayed on the phone with me though. She only matter of fact, what happened was she didn't get off the phone until the cop came, and the cop took my phone and talked to her. That's when she got off the phone.
Oh shit.
So she's like, let me know when you hear the sirens. So I heard the sirens, and then I saw that first fucking cop car. That's when I knew. I was like, this bitch got me. You
She
know,
got you, dog.
she got me. I saw the first one. I was like, oh shit, But then I guess she felt it, because I stopped talking, and the cop came. So then, the first cop came. The cop, I guess, on scene, whatever. I don't know how they, I don't know how they do their business, but the first cop was on scene. He came. It was him and a woman in the car, and then probably four more cop cars came. They take they take the couple. One cop took the couple, other one took the dude. So we out there for like 45 minutes. They out there, out there doing their things. The first cop that pulled up, he was the one who put me in cuffs. So
Wow.
he put me in cuffs. He sit me in his but I do want to say this. He put the cuffs in front. So I'm in front like this. And
Okay.
he sits me in his truck while they all doing what they doing. Everybody leave. So this whole part, like I said, it's like 45 minutes. So then when everybody leave, it's me, him, and his partner. So he talking to me, I'm fucking bawling, crying and shit. And then so he asked me about myself. I'm talking to him, man, like, because at this point I know my life over. Like, technically I done kidnapped three people, even though come to find out, like, talking to him, like it ain't kidnapping because I didn't move anybody. It was I held them hostage, you know.
So basically, like, what they call it? Not kidnapping. It's something else they
No,
call it, but go ahead.
yeah, it was
False
what
imprisonment.
was it called? That's what it was. Yeah, false imprisonment because I didn't move
Right.
them. Had I moved them, it would have became kidnapping. Yeah. Um, and so talking to him, and he explained that to me. Well, later he explained that to me, but we talking about myself, and then I tell him, I was in the military. Ever since I left, like it's just been so fucking hard. This and that. Like I said, boohoo crying. So then he tell me, you ever been to the VA? And I'm like, hell no. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Right. Right. Right.
I don't even know what that is. So then he tell me, man. he told me he's like, uh I'm gonna do you a solid. And so he told me he was gonna take me to the VA hospital. And like I said, I don't even know where that's at. I've been at this point, I've been in Atlanta for a while, like and not once have I ever heard of a fucking VA hospital.
Mm.
So he still keep me in
If you
the
don't mind me asking, Kurt, how old were you at this point?
32.
Like
This was 2 years ago.
32? Okay.
That was, yeah, 2 years ago, two and a
Okay.
half. Um, so we driving, and then we get to yeah, like I said, I don't know if you know where La Vista Road is. It's like where the old North Lake Mall used to be. It's like a Target, all kinds of shit. We at this intersection. It was a car accident. As he's taking me we trying to get to Claremont Road, he we encounter an accident. So he a cop, he I guess I don't know if he's obligated to stop, but he stopped. He
Right.
got out and he's like directing the traffic around it. But it's taking a while. So then he put me in somebody else's car. He told the other car to take me to the VA hospital. So this white man he taking me to the hospital. I go into the emergency. There's a Like I said, when we turn, now I know you go up the street and you make that left to turn inside, and you see
Right.
that sign that say, what does it say? Isaac VA Medical Center. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I was like, I ain't never seen this shit before. So we turning in, the man take me to the emergency side. The man don't take no handcuffs off me though. So he walked me in. The VA police meet him at the door. They take the Cab County take their handcuffs off of me. The VA put their cuffs on me.
Mm.
So then they walk me down to, we go into the emergency room. They don't even have me sit, in the waiting room. They walk me straight to them double doors that we don't walk through. They walk me straight to the double doors, and then they make me turn left, and I'm sitting in the back room. So then I'm like, man, at this point, I ain't gonna lie, I'm relieved because I know I'm not going to jail. But now I don't know what the fuck is about to happen. I just know I'm not going to jail. So I'm waiting for like 30 minutes. And then this is the I swear to you, the very first conversation I had with anybody who's ever worked in the VA. This man, I don't really understand him like that because I don't know his nationality. I know he's African, but I don't know his nationality. So
Right.
he tell me, he's like, hey man, he's like, no matter what you got going on, you here now and you safe, right? So then we talking. He's like, hey man, he's like, you service connected? I'm like, what the fuck is it? I'm like, what? So he's like, you service connected? I was like, nah, nah, I don't even know what that is. He's like, don't worry. Now that you here, you got a record now. You got a record of being here. It's gonna help your claims. Just make sure you keep all your appointments. Make sure you keep all your records. I'm like, what this man talking about? He talking about claims and shit. So I'm like, man, I don't know what buddy talking about. So then he do my intake. So then after he leave, a woman comes to me, a nurse at this point now, I know, working in the VA now, a nurse came to me and she tell me,
Hold
well,
on, man. Finish. When I finish recording, I'll finish your play.
she was like, for your safety, we gonna keep you for 3 days. So I'm like, all right. But then, like I said, she tell me the same thing. She's like, all right, well, we're gonna keep her 3 days, but this gonna help your claims. I'm like, this is the second person that I don't talked about claims. I don't know what they talking about. So
Right.
then now they don't send me up to the fourth floor. For people who know, it's the mental intake. They, take all the mental intake people. So I'm up there. Them first 3 days. And after the first 3 days, I'm thinking, I just gotta wait it out. Man, I ended up being up there for 3 months.
Damn.
But when I and the problem was like, yeah, that's when I really started to figure out all these different things. Like, oh, I'm getting seen now by a psychiatrist, and now I'm on medication. I'm
So
taking this shit
so that was kind of
seriously.
like a blessing.
Yes, I'm taking it seriously now. Like I'm out here trying to get help. When you up there, they got classes, but it's all optional. You don't have to do anything. You can stay in your room all day. But I'm
Right.
out there, from like I think it was 8 from 8 to they stopped the last classes. I think it's like 5 from 8 to 5. I'm in classes all day, and then like I said, I'm taking my medication and all that. Well, the medication is mandatory, but I'm doing all that. So then
Mhm.
they tell me, oh, well, they got an inpatient program on Fort Mac. You know, they said, oh, you'll be a good candidate for that. So I'm like, I ain't no doubt. I ain't got nowhere to go. I'm homeless. Cool. I got a place to stay for the it was 3 months. I got a place to stay for the next 3 months. Oh, bet. You know, so they take me there. It's the same thing, like I said, like, they got class or them classes are mandatory. But anyway, the more important part is the very first day that I get there, man, I don't remember this man's name, but I see him all the time because he's ambassador now. But well, no, he was ambassador there too. But anyway, so I meet this man. He is this white man. I don't remember his name, man. But anyway, when I walk inside these doors, the man is sitting there. He asked me my name. He makes sure I'm supposed. He got a list of people who's supposed to come that day on morning. While I'm waiting for them to get my bed situation together, he talking to me about this claim shit again. So he was like, "Hey man, you got my healthy vet?" I'm like, "Nah, I don't know what that is." He helped me create an account right there on the spot. He was like, "Oh, you're gonna need this. It got all your medical records on it." He was like, "You ever filed a claim?" I'm like, "Nah, I don't know what that is." He get me with he was like, "You know what va.gov is?" Nah, I don't. Set me up right there. Talking about he helped me. Well, he told me the whole time like I can't do these things for you, but I can help you do it yourself.
Mm.
He got me my healthy vet, my va.gov account, and he had some papers. He and showed me step by step, this is what you do. Or he said, if you don't want to do it, here's the numbers you can call, to get your claims done over the phone. Or
Okay.
he at this point I didn't know, but he was telling me when he was telling me I didn't know because I don't know anything about the VA. He was like, or you could just go up on he say what we say now, you can go up on a hill, so, but I'm like, I don't know what that means, because I ain't know nothing about the VA. But that night, that was a Wednesday. I got there on a Wednesday. That morning, he did all this stuff for me. Wednesday night, when I was sitting up in my room, I did my first claim that night. All the stuff that he had taught me and the paperwork he gave me, I sat in the room for like an hour trying to figure it out. I'm like, all right, I'm into my VA Gov, whatever. I'm looking at the claim thing. He gave me a paper about the intent to file. I heard you speak about that a bunch of times to other people.
Mhm.
Um, I'm looking at the he got it on the paper explaining it to me. So I do that, and then I filed my claim, and I filed my first claim that day. That was May 6th, 2022.
Mm.
And yeah, man, I always say that was the start of the rest of my life was May 6th. That was the day I got to that program. And that was the day that I figured out everything, well, I'm not gonna say everything, but that was the basis, that was built the foundation of what I know about the VA was May 6th. When that man walked me through creating all these different accounts that I needed to get on top of my stuff with the VA, and telling me, oh, you can download the app so you can see your prescriptions and all that, man, like I said, I see this man all the time, man. But I always thank that man because he gave me everything I needed in that moment. And he ain't owe me shit. He didn't even know me. He didn't know
Right.
what I did prior to me getting here. Had he known, probably he wouldn't even fuck with me. But yeah, man, dude, he did me a real solid. Like I said, that night I filed my first claim, and then I was approved for that first claim, all
Mm.
just based on, I mean, but it helped because when I did my first CMP, they had all my records, you know. Oh,
Mm.
we saw you got deployed here. You got deployed there. Oh, you went up there on the fourth floor not too long ago. Oh, you
Right.
went through this rehab program, for your mental issue, your anger problems
Right.
and all that. And I was like, damn, had I not, it's a blessing and a curse. Like, obviously you don't want to be doing out there doing shit like that, snatching people up and doing all kinds of wild shit. But, had I not, God forbid, like I said, I deeply regret it. I deeply regret it. But had I not done it, I would not know the things that I know right now, you know. So
Hey, I
yeah.
ain't gonna lie,
I
man.
mean,
That's
yeah, I
I
ain't want to tell my story
personally,
like that, but
I personally, bro, appreciate you like telling your story, man, because we don't know
yeah,
who needs to hear that.
yeah, but yeah, it's
We
true.
don't, man, we really do not know, bro. So, and even I didn't know. I
Hmm.
think we had talked about it briefly, but even I didn't know. So, man, bro,
Hmm.
I just appreciate you opening up like that. You know what I'm saying? Just for
Yeah, man.
and it's not just content for those of you who watching. Like
Nah, definitely not. And I want to
we,
say this, like,
mhm.
to the man, the white man that I'm telling you about, the other dude, I was telling you, we was walking in the hallway, the big heavy set dude.
Okay, right.
We can get to that at some point, but when I was up on the fourth floor, I did have a little breakdown. This dude kept staring at me, and knowing now he was dealing with something too. Like it wasn't like he was being rude. That's just what he did. Like that was his thing. He didn't talk. He was mute. All he did was stare at people.
Mm,
And I took it as disrespect because I'm like, damn, dude couldn't even say shit to me. But anyway, in that moment, I got angry. I did. I tried to get at him, and then him, because he's a heavy set dude, him and this other heavy set dude slammed me down, and they up there called a horse tranquilizer, but really it's just a high dosage of trazodone, put you to sleep. But anyway, so while I'm asleep, I wake up in this dungeon, so to speak. It's just a room that has windows on both sides, so they sit out there. They sit outside in the hallways and look at you. Make sure you ain't wilding out no more. But anyway, I'm talking to the man through the door, and his name was Will, and Will was his name is Will, and he he experienced he opened up about his experiences, and that helped me a lot, and then even now that I'm, in CWT working at the hospital, he's an actual full-time employee. He see me. So he's like, damn, man, that's cold. Like, you done came from walking in here in handcuffs to now you working here, and it's a dope feeling, man. To him to see that I've come so far, like being
right.
like I did, loving my job, and people have all these good things to say about me, like, and these people don't know shit about what I did, and that's the great part. And
Right,
that's the
right,
great
right.
part, because um, I always tell people, man, like, you never know what a person been through. All you see is that person now,
Right.
and like I said, like for me to be in this hospital 2 years ago and not know nothing about this place, to now being in a position where I can help others get to where I'm at, as far as like, being 100% disabled and all
Ain't
that,
it funny
you
how
know,
quick? Ain't it funny how quick it comes? Like after you
I
do one claim,
listen,
you like, oh, okay. And
I do
one
want to say this.
CMP, and then it's like
Yes,
you almost like
yes,
a pro. Like people be like, yeah, I'm gonna pay this group of
yep,
people a gazillion
uh-huh.
dollars to help me. But bro,
I do want to say this. I filed that day, the May 6th, I filed one claim. It was for PTSD. And then I filed another claim the next day. Both my claims were approved, and I got my 100% in them, and just off them two claims. And
blessings,
then,
man,
when
blessings.
I applied for um like my service dog and all that shit, like that's when they
Oh, you got a service dog?
I don't have one, because I gotta deal with some shit on my record. I have to get that cleared before I can, or at least one organization that was going to provide me with a service dog and go to training. I have some on my record that they don't like, so they told me I had to take care of that before they
Need to look
approve me to
into
get the
that,
dog.
man.
Yeah, man. But it's a good it's a good organization. It's called Vets for Dogs. They'll work
Okay.
with you, man. Like they all they require is your DD 214. If you got obviously a percentage. If you getting one, it's not required. I do want to say that it's not required to have a well. It's required that you have a percentage, but it's not. You just have to have a percentage, even if it's zero. You just have to have a percentage. You have to have a percentage. And obviously, you gotta be a vet. Well, you have to have an honorable discharge. But other than that, you in there. But then you gotta be able to pass a background check. Like I said, I got a little something that they don't like, so I gotta take care of that. But yeah, it's a good organization. It was two of them. It was Vest for Dogs, and the other one was America's Dogs. I want to say it was. I don't remember the name of that one. When we do another episode, I'll come back with that information. But it was two of them I was working with. The one I got the furthest with, like I said, it was something on my record that they don't like. So, you know,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey,
But yeah,
y'all, I
man.
ain't gonna lie. I learned something new about Kurt today too. Next
Yeah, man.
episode, I'm gonna tell y'all my story. Like I just
Ah,
was so
man.
glued in on his story. Like we
Man.
just fried some fish and salad, so the kids kind of like they hounding me. But
Ah, gotcha.
I
Yeah, yeah,
I ain't
yeah.
gonna lie though, man. Man, bro, I appreciate you for like sharing
Yeah,
that, man.
man.
I know a lot of people. We kind of had to just step up, man, to help other people, bro. And I'm just glad that you told that. And I can just already feel the amount of people that it's about to help.
Yeah,
Like
man.
all jokes aside, man, just the amount of people that it's about to help. And I'm with you mostly 5 days a week, pause. But
Yep, yep,
um,
yep.
but definitely, man, you just have that good energy, man. But like I said, man, that one room apartment upstairs, man, it's
That's
just
it. Yeah.
we all have to contribute to
Yeah.
to to just like helping our brothers and sisters, man. And as y'all know, I do like other podcasts, I'm a little ratchet, I'm married, I'm a father, you know what I'm saying? I got
Yeah.
homies in prison like who I motivate and stuff. Like I'm just an all around person, but I don't want y'all to like because like Kurt expressed also, we got some things that probably on our record that we ain't proud of. I mean, it is what it
Yeah,
is.
for
But
sure.
by no means, I don't want you guys to think that this is something we take like this what we doing right here. This means the whole entire world to us. This this
Yep.
this might as well be one of my kids. I
Yeah.
can't tell you guys how many veterans I've helped. You know what I'm saying? How many veterans I helped them turn in paperwork, get housing. I have
Yeah.
um well, he's my wife's godson. He's not my godson. So he was actually her godson before she met me. But he had a situation and I walked him through it to get 100%, just like how to do his paperwork and just how to
Hmm.
express his feelings. So when I tell you that we are passionate about this and we treat this as seriously as we treat anything else. And for those of you who know us, y'all know we not really like the laughing and joking type. Like if we
Yeah.
take something seriously, like we definitely take it seriously. So we definitely are serious about helping you guys. And that story is just a testament within itself. Like we ain't go to school for this. We
Nope.
learned this the hard way.
Yeah, for sure.
We learned
Most
this the
definitely.
hard way. So if I don't care where you're at, where you live, we're gonna find a way to tap into this algorithm where different people are seeing it. And I'm kind of to the point like, damn, if someone's like living on the street or
Hmm.
someone's in a rural area, are they on social media? I'm hoping
Right.
they are. And if you are, inbox us, write us, um, write. I don't know what else to say, but get in touch with us, and I promise you that if we receive a DM from you, me and Kurt are logged in on the TikTok page right now, right?
Yep. Yep.
We will respond. And if
Absolutely.
we are able to help you, we will help you
Yeah.
with information, with paperwork. We will help you, until we get this app up and running. And we're
Yes,
trying to
sir.
get into some things. So if you guys are entrepreneurs and you have any seminars or just any information that you could give, vets who's starting businesses or who's in tech or mental health, y'all send it. But for right now, man, we just trying to get everybody together. We're trying to build this community, send it to someone who might need it,
Hmm.
send it to someone you think it might benefit. And so,
Yep.
I'm gonna close out like that. I like that hat too, boy.
Oh man, yeah, I
Boy,
appreciate it,
boy,
man.
boy, boy. I
I
might
got
have
it
your
when
boy.
I got it in Colombia a couple whenever I went there. I don't remember when I went there, but I bought it there. But I want to, like you said, just to put a button on everything, man. Like, I appreciate the support, the time y'all listening. Like, we've been here for hours and change. And y'all, I just appreciate people like, supporting us. I just said, like I said in the beginning, like I just see we got some followers, people leaving some comments, people liking the post that's been put out.
For
I want to
sure.
thank you for doing like the social media. So like looking at these clips, I'm like, damn man, this shit dope.
Hey man.
I ain't know I sound like that,
Nah,
but
it's gonna work, man.
yes,
It's gonna work,
um,
man. And we genuinely like want to help people. So
yeah,
it's
man.
gonna
But
work, man. Like don't have no reservations about it, man. We gonna leave it all up to the most high, man, and we just gonna keep pressing on. You know what I'm saying? That's
um,
a
but
fact.
but like I said, the last thing I want to say, like I know, like you said, your kids is hungry. I don't want to keep you waiting for too long. The last thing I want to say is, like I said,
We good,
like
man. Whenever I finish,
like I
man,
said.
they gonna get fed, man. They be all right.
Nah, I just want to say the last thing I want to say, like I mentioned it earlier again. If I would love for y'all to reach out to us, like you said, now that I'm in the TikTok, we both can experience that. Like if you want to see a DM, I'm here for you. I know he there for you. But if you need some urgent stuff that we can't take care of, please, like I said, the veteran hotline is 988 press one, the first option, and they'll, get you to where you need to be before we can make our app available and you can reach out to there, or if you, like I said, if you reach out to us on TikTok, please, by all means, we like you said, like we on our phone, we monitoring it, he'll answer just like I would. But like I said, the veteran not the number is 988 and it's the first option. So that's all I got.
Damn, thank you, Kurt, man. Story was amazing, bro. Story was
For
amazing, bro.
sure.
God bless you on your journey, man, and just all the blessings that you have received, and just you being humble, and just all of that, man. It's not, it's n- it's not easy, man. And I don't really know how people get into heaven or get put or stop
Right, right, right.
or get stopped from going, but I just hope that at some point in time, you know what I'm saying, my works personally will be able to speak for me. And this is something that, like I said before, like we passionate about. We're not gonna talk y'all heads off about it. Just put us to the test. We don't want anything from anyone.
Nope.
Don't pay us, don't send us no money, no no flowers, no edible arrangements. But if you're in need, and if you call or you need something, please write us, and we'll try to get you the proper information, man. One nothing in return, man. We know how to get money like other
Yeah.
ways. And so for right now,
Is it
we just want to put our positive energy. We want to help people. We want to save lives. 17 veterans a day
is
commit
there is there
suicide.
is there a way you could put our email somewhere in the video, or maybe we could just add it to like the TikTok page or something like that,
Yeah,
just in
yeah,
case they
yeah.
just want to
We
email
probably
us.
gonna have to we might have to create like some type of Shopify link
Okay.
where on the page people could like tap in with us so they can email the Mindless Journey page.
Okay, cool. All right.
And so
Yeah, let's look into
I'll
that
probably
too.
try to set that up so people can send us emails or whatever. But tonight, I see my son on this game, so I'll probably watch him play the game, watch some YouTube, and then I'm gonna just chop these videos up, man. We're gonna get it out.
All right, man. I appreciate you and I appreciate the people, man.
All right, man. Mindless Journey. This is where the journey starts. Thank y'all.
Yes. All right.
Hey, Kurt.